Hey guys, this is Everything Auto, and today we are going to be showing you how to fix a pigtail if the wires break off inside of it.
Okay, what we have here is an air temperature sensor off a 99 Civic. It's a customer's car. We noticed a bunch of the wires were starting to come apart right at the edge of the connector here. This connector's still on the sensor. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is remove this plastic shield. It's down inside the plug, it pulls straight out. And then you can take a small pick. I realize you're probably not going to be able to see the lock. You take a small pick and you can push the lock back in there. And you're going to be able to get the pin out of the connector. This hole right here is where the lock goes in. You just pry it back a little bit and the lock will slide right out the bottom. You got the pin in your hand. Okay. This has a little bit of wire in it. And this is for the do-it-yourself guy. If you need to fix something, parts store's closed, you can't get a new pin, you can't find a new pigtail. Whatever the case may be, maybe you just want to try it. I don't know. I want to show you how to do it. Okay. Start by stripping off your new piece of wire. Then you're going to want to wrap it around your existing little bit of copper that's sticking out of your connector pin. They're wrapped together. Okay. Then you're going to want to lay this whole get up right on your soldering iron. Get the copper good and warm. This is going to create a much better bond when you solder it together, and it's going to be much more low profile, which is what you want. Now this connector is going to get warm. I'm going to hold it with some little pliers here. Okay. Now if this were already in the car, or if you were soldering back the factory harness onto this connector, you would want to slide your shrink tube over this wire before you start this process. In this one, all we're going to do is create our own pigtail. We're going to put 4 inches, 5 inches of wire on it, and then we're going to slide the pins back into the connector, and this will give us something to solder to back into the factory harness, and it'll replace the corroded piece of wire that was on it before. This works perfectly because you can't get a butt connector down inside this. But once you shrink wrap this, it's almost the same size as it was from the factory. It's a weatherproof splice, and it'll go back into the factory connector and work like it did when it was new.